Mm, I don't know. How did we manage, Mika?
For us, it was as a band, I think it was great. We got a well-needed break from touring. we were touring so much before the pandemic, so it was a well-needed break, and just getting all the time to focus on the record. It was amazing. But on a personal level, that's a whole other story.
I felt the same. We planned a break, actually, just before the pandemic. We planned to have half a year off touring just to recharge the batteries. And then recharging the batteries, the pandemic came just like, okay, what is this? And the break was really long. So, I mean, it's been really weird, but it's actually been really good to recharge the batteries. And on a personal level, it sounds weird because the pandemic is horrible and people have died and it's so much bad things have happened because of it. But I've actually really enjoyed spending a lot of time with my family, which it's always a very delicate balance when you tour a lot. I love to tour, but I love to spend time with my family. So it's always a difficult balancing act. So that was a really weird bonus, being at home, really enjoying being with the family, and at the same time really wanting to go tour, and the world is basically shut down. But I think for us as a band, I agree, Mika, it's been we have had so much time to prepare for the album. For one thing, we've had the time to work on the material and to rehearse and to put a lot of time and effort into the pre-production and to the recording. Hey, Thomas.
Hello.
What do you say, Thomas?
The response has been really great. It's been awesome to hear people enjoying the first two singles.
And the process was we had a lot of more time this time around, because we're always going on tour like 3 seconds after we finish a record. But this time we did proper pre-productions and had some. I think we rehearsed the songs, maybe not actively all the time, but we rehearsed the songs maybe for a year or something before we started recording. So we had a bunch of time, and we can try out all the things that we never had time to do before. I think we just this is natural development from our side. We have been using just the same gear as always. Maybe we record a bit more layers this time. Some more guitars in the background and some mellotron on one song, and I think it's more the songs that have evolved more than the sound.
I think for me, something special is, it's kind of boring to describe, but we spent 4 weeks in the studio, and I felt it's so incredibly nice to spend the daytime in the studio and having a lot of time to really enjoy the process, and then getting home to our loved ones in the evenings and the weekends even. So we just worked weekdays for 4 weeks, and it was pure luxury. I don't think I've ever done that way, with that much spare time and that much freedom. And that felt incredibly good, I feel, on this one.
Yeah, I have to agree. It felt really good to be actually fully focused, both mentally and physically in time to this album. I've never been there either to have this possibility. It felt great. You really felt well prepared when we started recording.
I can only agree to what Mika and Esben says. I'm the one that I'm the farthest away from the studio, and I have like 45-50 minutes from the studio. So it's pretty close, and you can easily drive back and forth. And and all the time we had was a plus.
I think we've only heard wild stuff. So that's what we're expecting. I hope for the wild stuff.
Yeah, that's I was just about to mention the same with the expectations. It's because it's crazy. I've also only heard like the wild audience, you know. But at the same time with this new pandemic normal, it kind of like mixes up everything. The same for the European audience. I don't know what to expect. In Sweden, they just released the restrictions for live shows 2 weeks ago. So people have just started going back to live shows. I've seen both very careful people, just like standing in the background, not wanting to be in the crowd, but also the front line being just manic about it, like finally after 1.5 years. So it's weird. Expectations are very hard to describe.
I'm ashamed to say I know far too little. I'll admit it. I want to know more, and I hope to learn more. I know far too little about both Mexico and Mexican music. And I haven't been to Mexico, but I've wanted to go for a long time. And this time we're staying so short, and we're staying fairly isolated because we're going on tour straight after. So it's that part is going to be really frustrating. Like, we're in the middle of Mexico City and we can't really experience it.
No, that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. I hope we'll get back soon. I really want to visit Mexico properly.
I agree.
I think we have everything collected at monolord.com. I think we have links to every social media on there, and also to our web shops and stuff.
But hey, this is Esben from Monolord, and you're watching and or listening to Headbanging, and we're getting to Mexico City in the beginning of November at Hypnosis Fest. See you there.